Greetings and welcome to the channel. This is part 1 of a video series, 100 Questions for Feminists. These are a bit out of fashion by now, but I think it is a worthwhile exercise. The questions will be broken down into 6 videos and organized by topic. And yes, 100 questions may seem excessive, but it really is not. These are thoughts and criticisms I would pose to any group, including my own. In that vein, I would encourage non-feminists to also answer these questions. That way, we can get a sense of how everyone approaches these criticisms. The point of this channel is to encourage open dialogue and open thought. There are no insults or gotcha questions here. While some topics will be uncomfortable, I hope you will let your guard down and be honest. And while some questions may seem like a false impression of feminism to you, the questions come from the impression that feminism has left on others. Because of that, it is worth addressing the impression you have made. I know it is common for feminists to claim there are many types of feminism. Here, you are speaking for yourself as an individual feminist, and not necessarily for all of feminism. I ask that the viewers take this into consideration before making any judgments. At the same time, this is your chance to call out other feminists for doing things you don't agree with. I will have to make a full disclosure that I have formal training in the Socratic method of questioning. This means I will be using leading questions in order to either help you understand my point of view or to help you question your own position. With all that said, here we go. In the first topic, I'll just be asking some general questions so that the audience can get to know their speaker. Given your current understanding of gender dynamics, would you prefer to be a man or a woman? Why do you think people dislike feminism? If you came across a confirmed fact that contradicted a feminist teaching, should you believe in the fact or the feminist teaching? What is your relationship with your father like? You don't love something if you're unwilling to criticize it. What criticisms do you have of feminism? What is a Meninist? Which scenario would you prefer? A. 80% of women are STEM majors in high-power jobs. They are tough, innovative, and independent, but they are all staunchly anti-feminist. B. 80% of women are single mothers living off of welfare. They and their children are dead weight society must carry. However, they donate all of their welfare money to feminist causes. If it was your job to reduce the population, which parts of society would you eliminate and why? Do you realize that anti-feminists are not anti-equality? Generally, anti-feminists want equality, but they disagree with feminist methods and feminist explanations for why things are the way they are. Is it possible to be too sensitive over something? What if a paraplegic wants all of us to live in wheelchairs? Or a deaf person wants to outlaw music? Or a blind person wants to blindfold everyone? Or a feminist wants to cover up attractive people? Or an illiterate wants to ban books? Or a coward wants to ban ideas? Do you think it is wrong for feminists to block attempts at social reform such as alimony, equal parenting, and mandatory paternity tests? What is power? What are some forms of power that only women generally exercise? What is respect? How does a person earn the respect of others when joining a new work environment? If applicable, why didn't you join a STEM field? Should people be allowed to pursue their interests, or should they be forced into gender equal quotas? Men can earn more money if they take a job where this can happen to them. Would you like to be an underwater welder? What are the disadvantages of being a CEO or politician? Assuming the person is naturally attractive, which is an easier way of becoming a millionaire? Becoming the CEO of a company or becoming the CEO's wife? What do you think men do with the extra money they earn? Have you ever heard of the spending gap? Being the primary breadwinner in a family can be a horrifying lifelong obligation. Why do feminists never bring this up while encouraging women to enter the workforce? On average, every person on Earth has one testicle and one breast. Averages are a conceptual representation that can ignore certain aspects of reality. Do you know how the wage gap was calculated? So that's all we'll do for now. We'll pick it up in the next video. I figured we'll start with the easy lowball questions, so I didn't scare off anybody who was actually willing to, engage with me here. So next video, I promise the questions will get much more interesting and difficult. So we'll see where it takes us. Thanks.